Yo, what's happening, my people? So, my people that's loyal to the channel, that's my subscribers, y'all know I don't really do my videos like this or normally and stuff. Y'all know I've did a move recently, so I'm not in the crib and don't have too much privacy right now, so I had to come to the car. So doing my Walking Dead video. So this is Walking Dead season 10, episode 18. This episode right here is beautiful. This episode was done stupendous. Like a lot of Walking Dead episodes and stuff, like sometimes whenever they go this route, they do it wrong. It ends up being like a filler episode, and they kind of go away from the storyline, and it delays things, and you be like, come on. Like we're waiting to see if Glenn is gonna die or something whenever he was hiding under the trash bin or something, and then they'll do like a bunch of flashback episodes or something like that, and he's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? This episode right here is one of those kind of flashback type episodes, but it doesn't give like it gives like a few answers to things, but it shows like a different story. So this flashback is kind of like whenever they went to Morgan flashback episode and showed like how he found out how to fight and stuff like that. Like this was dope. So this basically is a Carol and Daryl episode. Like it's kind of foreshadowing because I think they're gonna have a spinoff when the show ends. So it's kind of foreshadowing their show. I think a little peek of what might be going on. But so he's going out, and so she's trying to tag along. She's like, "I'm going. I want to go hunt and this and that." He doesn't want her to go. Like I don't know necessarily why. Like he just kind of wants to be to himself. Like Daryl is a loner, but he goes out. He goes out, and so they hunting, etc. And it's not an important moment, but it's kind of an important moment. Like she's out fishing, spear fishing, and she hits it the first time and stuff. And he like, oh, how you did it? And so they cleaning the fish, but he seemed like real agged with her. But then they got Dog out there with him, and so Dog shoots out. Dog takes off running, and he goes to this old abandoned building. And so Daryl looks like kind of like he's seen a ghost when they get to this building, man. Like, what is up with this building? And then we start seeing flashbacks. And so Daryl, when he was out, man, like he was going through hell. He was out there looking for Rick and this and that. He was mapping out his routes, man. Like he was getting frostbite. He was out in the elements. Like he was on the verge of insanity. Like he was going through so much. Then they had like a moment of joy, man. This dog came out, and we see the introduction of Dog. He's seeing him like in the wilderness and stuff. Where did you come from, boy? And I don't think that's like whenever he doesn't have Dog at the time, but I think months pass again, and then he sees the dog again, and the dog comes like kind of like beaconing him for help. So he runs out and goes, and he helps. They kill walkers and stuff, but they go in his house, and this lady was in here, and so she sticks him up. She's like, "What you doing here?" and stuff. She puts a gun to his head, and she ties him up, etc. Like, I don't want you on my land. Like, don't come around here. So, and then it ends up like, long story short, they keep going like flashbacks and showing different times. Like 3 months passed, 5 months passed, 8 months passed, and so they had like a lot of moments in between, like them being the only two out there in the wilderness, and they are so similar. They're survivalists and stuff, and so they start warming up to each other over time, and so they start having moments. And like, as much as we've been watching Walking Dead and Daryl is so private and stuff, we always like, damn, I know I'm always like this. Damn, when Daryl gonna get something, man? Daryl ain't got no women or whatever. Like him and Carol, they have like this weird chemistry. Him and Connie, before it even turned into anything, they didn't knock her off. She's still alive, but they took her away. So they had Beth, and that she was so young, and then she died. So like Daryl just doesn't have any luck like with the ladies. So you see, like has a romance. He finally has a romance with this woman, and like you see like little moments. Like whenever she's spearfishing and she hits it the first time and stuff, and it's like, she, since that was previous, is like whenever Carol did the beginning of the episode, it's kind of like, damn, that remind me of my chick that I was in love with. Like Carol has a lot of those qualities of this lady. But so I think her and him and Daryl, Carol and Daryl, they have like a weird chemistry, man. You see flashback moments like whenever she was going to the hilltop and she kind of went to get Daryl's blessing. And he like, well, you can go, you can go. You don't need me to go find your happiness in this and that. So they have and then they had moments. They had a moment on this episode like they had moments on here where I was tearing up and stuff. Whenever she was talking about her backstory and about her family, her son dying and stuff, like it wasn't really her son, it was kind of her nephew and stuff, but died and this and that, and how that affected him. And then he talked about who you lost. I lost a brother. I'm like, Merle, you lost Merle. I lost my brother. It was an accident. Still haven't recovered the body. He was talking about Rick. So after all this is said and done, like, it's like Rick was his brother. Like at the end of the day, man, he didn't mention Merle, and that really that took me out. That took me out. Like I was teared up. Like I want to tear up now. Like that was just a touching moment, man. And then you see like months pass and this and that, and they're together and they're just having a stoic moment. And he has this thing like he wants to run. He doesn't know where he belongs, man. He just doesn't. He comes from a broken home and stuff. So she like, you choose. You either gonna chase your brother, go back with your group, or you're gonna be with me. Where do you need to be? He like, I don't know. I don't know. And she like, you better choose. And so he doesn't really make that choice, but then the choice is kind of made for him, man. Like over time, like he's away from her, then he comes back, she's gone, like don't know if she died, she's been kidnapped or whatever. Dog was left behind, so that is how he ends up with Dog. And so we get to like the end of the episode and stuff, and they're at this abandoned house, and him and Carol is talking or whatever, and he's like regretting things. He's like, I wish I wouldn't have did this. I knew where I belonged. I should have been with her. I should have did this. And he has a lot of guilt with things. Like he holds things like that. And Carol, she has a lot of things that she has to deal with in her life too. Choices that she made that she thinks that were important. And it caused Daryl to lose Connie. It caused a lot of people to die and stuff by actions that she did, but she felt that she was doing the right thing. And he like, man, you don't get to make those decisions, man, for everybody and stuff. And he like, I should have followed my heart and stayed with this woman and stuff. And I think he kind of like, he sees himself getting like super close to Carol and stuff, and he kind of like trying to sabotage that. Like he doesn't want to be that close to Carol. I think he knows like Carol is kind of like his soulmate and stuff, man. It's just like, but this is a beautiful episode, man. Like y'all definitely watch this one, man. So that's my thoughts on the episode, and I don't even care about what's on the next episode or anything. Like these just this side episodes, these extra bonus episodes, they can be whatever. Like I don't care where they're at, what's going on. Just so many interesting stories. Like when it comes to the next season, then we can follow a specific storyline. But like just give me interesting storylines, and I'm cool. But that's my thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest of the most hated, man. Try to probably have these in a different setting or something. Like I just had to come out to the car, give me a little bit of privacy right now, and try to do this so I wouldn't be whispering or feel like self-conscious about it with somebody over my shoulder or whatever. But yeah, man, I'll let you boy. Peace.